So you're texting a woman, she accepts the date, everything's going fine. She said, yes, I want to have this drink with you. But then when you actually set up the date, she ghosts you and you don't know what happened. It's okay, I do. And I'll make it simple for you today. So in this video, I'll give you the template for the logistics part, tell you 5 crucial mistakes to avoid, and give you 2 real-life conversation examples. So first of all, here's the template of the logistics part. There's 3 steps, 7 to 10 messages on average, depending on the context. First thing you do, you already do this on the dating app, you tell her, when are you free? Or when is the best time for me to make that happen? You can choose a word, the meaning is the same. So she tells you when she's free, you pick the day that she wants. Oh, Sunday it is then. And then you ask for her contact, WhatsApp, IG, Telegram, whatever. So then we go to the step 2, which is finding out the spots. Okay, so here you first send her your name on the app. You tell her, hey, this is insert name, winky face. Once she responds, you tell her, we still have one very important question to answer. It's so cool. I love open loops. It can create a little bit of tension out of nowhere. It's pretty nice. And so here the option is first ask her, are you more of a cocktail or wine girl? And based on what she responds, you tell her, oh, perfect. I know the perfect spot to take you to. Or you can pass this phase, it is very optional, and ask her right away, how long does it take you to come to insert the area you want to take her to or the spot you want to take her to. Usually she'll tell you, oh, that takes me 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. And then you find out the time. You tell her, sounds good, I'll finish work at that time, so let's meet at this exact hour. She says, okay, and then you tell her, perfect, see you soon. This seems very simple because it actually is very simple. Though, you do have to keep some things in mind while you do the logistics parts. And those are the 5 mistakes to avoid. Okay, what are those 5 mistakes? First one is actually preemptive. So before you even get to the logistics, when you talk to her on the dating app, make sure that she confirms the idea of the date at least 2 times. Let me give you an example. In this week's conversation, she said, 1, sounds like a plan to me, after he teased the date proposition. And she also said, again, sounds like a lovely plan. Okay, so she confirmed the idea of meeting twice. So the number 1 mistake to avoid is as soon as she confirms the idea of meeting once, you jump right into logistics. Don't do that. Make her confirm twice. Okay, so once you've done that, here's the second mistake to avoid. The second mistake is picking a date that is too far away. So for example, if she agrees to go on a date with you on Sunday, and then you pick a date that is 2 weeks from there to actually have a drink with her, she won't be in the same emotional state. And the memory that you left will fade away. That's possible. So as a general rule, I would not set up a date 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 maximum after she agreed on the date. Okay? So this way you can do the whole template more smoothly. Third mistake is actually might be the most common, is doing all the logistics parts in one night, in 1 hour, and then radio silence until the time of the date. So for example, she agreed on the date on Sunday, you do all the logistic parts on Sunday evening, but the date is on Thursday or is on Wednesday. Then there's 3 days of radio silence where you don't have much to tell. Okay, and this is the same issue as picking a date too far away. The memory fades. She forgets about you. She doesn't forget about you, but life happens. She has work, she has to go to stuff, she meets her friend, and then she's not thinking about you that much anymore. That happens. It's okay, it's normal. But how do you prevent that? Well, there's an easy way to prevent that, and actually very practical. So what you do is you take your templates for the logistics part. There's, let's include all the 9 messages I wrote here. Well, space them out, spread them out between the moment she says yes and the moment you have to go on the date. So for example, if she said yes on Sunday and the date is on Wednesday, there's 4 days there. And I have 9 messages. I send, I would say, 2 messages a day. Okay, so now the space between your last contact and the date is 24 hours. It's not 4 days anymore. So she still has you in her mind. That's the whole principle behind it. So spread out the messages. You take the number of messages, you divide it by the number of days left, and then you send that amount of messages every day. And now the mistake number 4. This is actually a very important one also, not sounding confident enough. So this can be sentence such as, is it okay if we meet at, or if you want, we can go to this place. Okay, avoid them, take them out of your vocabulary. So the frame and the tone of the conversation is always, when are you free? Okay, you're free that day, let's do it that day then. How long does it take you to come here? Okay, let's meet at this exact spot. So certainty in everything you do. Okay, this is so important because it can turn her off very fast if you sound unsure when you're doing the logistics part. Now let's get into the real life conversation examples. So first of all, this is the conversation from my trainee of this week. First sends his name. She says, hey, lovely. After that, he doesn't go by the open loop phase. He should have, but he doesn't. It's okay. He says, are you more of a wine or cocktail girl? She says, both. Nice. What does he say? What time shall I arrive, or have you not decided yet? First, he needs to determine how far she is from the area. So he tells her, how far are you from insert area? She says, oh, I'm 1 hour away. Also, my tomorrow evening is free as well, if need be. So here you see that she's 1 hour away, but she doesn't mind doing the transport, so going all the way to his area. So what did he say? Today evening can work also. So this was Saturday. He says, I'm free after finishing my work at 8. She says, I can come then. Trains arrive at 8:14 or 9:14. So then he gives the exact spot, the exact time and exact location. Let's meet at, insert the spot, a wine bar you will love, at about, insert the hour. And she says, perfect. So now let's look at our second example, which is actually an example from Day Game, just to show you that this works across the board. So here I start by telling her, when is the best time according to your schedule for me to show you, insert the date proposition that I did. She tells me, I'm free on Tuesday evening. So I tell her, Tuesday works perfect. Great. And then I start the little template. We still have one very important question to answer that though. What's that? How long does it take you to come to this bar? And I send her the address of the bar. She tells me, it should take around half an hour. At what time should we meet? I already gave you the exact spot. I tell her, let's meet around 8:30, 8:45. She says, sounds good, see you. I tell her, see you. And then around 30 minutes before the date, I send her, send me a text when you're 15 minutes away, which she does. And then I tell her, I'm on my way, I'm here in 2 minutes. So you can actually see that this is very simple as long as you keep it structured.